Hello and welcome to another episode of Frugal Finance. Today we're going to have a quick look at NIO. So what has happened to NIO today? Well, as you may have heard, they had their earnings report released, and basically it showed in a nutshell that they had made less money than one thought. I don't really know how much analysis you would like to go in. There's been a few YouTubers that have done analysis reports on it, but essentially they missed their earnings target despite getting more vehicles out, increasing productivity and so on. They did still miss that, and I think what's happened is that investors have basically flocked to slightly safer stocks over the last week or so. So as you'll see, it's been a downward trend for NIO of late, unfortunately, from its kind of peaks of around $60 a share back in mid-January when they released the information of the ET7, I think it is. Anyway, they kind of call their cars very similar things, so ET and ES, I think it is. So anyway, the saloon, basically, or sedan as they call it in America, it's basically what we would say is a Ford Mondeo or a Vauxhall Insignia in the UK. Obviously, actually, in reality, it's probably more like a Mercedes C-Class or BMW 5 Series or 4 Series, possibly an E-Class from Mercedes in terms of its size. So yeah, it's, as you say, it's gone down. It's pretty much back where it was in December. So obviously the gains over the last 3 months have pretty much been depleted. Obviously long-term trend, if you bought in, say, this time last year, you would definitely be considerably up, as they were only trading at £3.55 then. So even at £43 down from its high of 60, it would be pretty good returns on that. So as you see here at the end, we got these highs, and then obviously they had the kind of dip here in December. I think they had some battery issues, or there was a fire or something. I can't quite remember, but there was some particularly bad news around here, and then obviously that shot up around the time of that release of the other vehicle, fluctuated a bit, and then really compounded by the market reaction and obviously missing their earnings target. So what do investors need to do? Well, first of all, you should never panic and sell off, especially as if you're at a loss. It's basically what you do is you're crystallizing your loss. So if you buy something at £50 and you sell it at £40, you have crystallized a £10 loss. You won't get that back, because if you then the share price goes back up to £50, you've got to put another £10 in order to buy that same share back. So effectively you've just cost you £20. At the moment when you withdraw the money, you crystallize your gain or your loss. You freeze it in time at that moment, so you can't gain that back again. So the key is really, if you bought in around, say, like this kind of 60 mark up here, and I know some of the other YouTubers, Let's Talk Stocks and so on, they did buy, they went in a bit heavy here expecting it to rocket up. And then there are other people who have perhaps bought down here and are just holding tight and thinking, well, I don't know what's going to happen. It doesn't really matter which camp you fall into. Now is obviously a good buying opportunity. Even if it continues to go down on a downwards trend and gets back down to here at $20 a share, what you need to do is continue buying, buy the dips and buy the up. So you're dollar cost averaging your average prices. So you'll see here, my average buy price is $50.46. Now, when I first started investing in NIO, it was actually closer to 60. I think it was about $59.50. So I've dollar cost averaged that down, and you can see here I'm at a 15% loss. Now, obviously I'm in a fortunate position where I can, afford to put in a reasonable chunk of shares in one go, but this was trading at a 25% loss this morning, and having purchased some considerable chunk of shares in the you know, in this dip here. So you see here, obviously I bought 10 shares at a certain price and then 10 shares at another price. I had 2 orders fulfilled today. You know, that has allowed me to dollar cost average down, because if you go back to the start when I'm buying 2 here at $52, and then I think here I've bought 4 and they were at $64 there. So obviously it's, for me, it's in a considerably discounted position at the moment. So obviously it's fortunate that I'm in a position here to put this money in. That's just timing for me. I'm not sort of saying, you know, I've got the money to put in. I'm like everybody, you know, you don't always have the money, but obviously at this point in the month I do have some spare money which I would like to invest in the market rather than spending the pubs, which obviously you can't do anyway, so I might as well do this with it. So instead of beer, it might be in NEO losses, but at least I'll have something to show for it, even if it goes down to £2, which is rather unlikely, but is possible. So I hope that is, you know, a good kind of overview as what I've been doing and what's been happening with NEO today and of late. If you do like this video, please do smash the like button. It really does help the video get out to other people. YouTube basically pump it up the list the more likes that it gets, and other interactions. So comment below if you hold NEO stocks and perhaps you're still in the green because you bought back here where it was $2 or $3. And if you do want to start your investing journey, please do use the description in the link in the link in the description even below, and basically if you sign up through that link you will get up to £100 worth of free stocks in a number of companies via Trading 212. So obviously I don't really understand why anybody would ever open an account without using that referral link, because you're going to get some sort of stocks anyway. So I hope that assists you somewhat. Please do remember that these are for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. You do need to take your own advice and do your own research. You can lose money on the stock market. As you see, I'm dollar cost averaging down and I'm still losing money. So you need to do your own research and take these videos with a pinch of salt, and remember that they are entertainment only. I am just a guy on YouTube sharing his portfolio. So with that said, please don't forget to subscribe, like the channel, hit the like button, and I shall see you next time. Bit of an outtake here. There's quite a few bloopers in there, but I do like to kind of freestyle these without no script. So hopefully people appreciate that, hence why I get a bit tongue-tied occasionally. See you next time.